Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Murder Falcon issue number 2. Is it possible that this one could be better than the first one? There's no way, and yet somehow. All right, guys, let's get talking about who made this comic book, all right? So we can talk about this insanity. All right, Daniel Warren Johnson is the creator, artist, writer, and letterer, mother fat heads. Mike Spicer comes along and starts coloring in some pictures in here. Russ Wooten, he comes along, he starts lettering the words and whatnot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. These guys are just like, yeah, we good. Let's go. Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer did the cover. There's a metal variant cover by Andre Bresson and what is that? Adriano Lucas. And yeah, cool. So this is a Skybound Entertainment book. We're talking about Image Comics here. Damn. So this comic, man, they get Johan, that one kid who was also in the band, the best friend, the guy who Jake wound up blowing off in the previous issue. And Murder Falcon's like, nah, man, we need him. We need him, brah. All right. And they're like, listen, we got to go get you a new base. We got to get you a magical base that's tied to the heavy. What's the heavy? Oh, bruh, the heavy. Nah, man. No, man. The heavy is where all the cool things happen. All right. When you play a regular instrument, you can feel the heavy. But to really attach to the heavy, you need certain special instruments that are tied to it. So we got to go get you the bass that's over there so you can actually get some real tieage to the heavy. All right, so they go to this one place called Music Heaven. Metal Heaven, which is that's pretty badass. I like that. we got places like that back in Jersey. We got plenty of places like that back in Jersey. All right, I used to work at one of them. The point is that they show up and these guys are having an argument over Saint Anger. Oh, somebody doesn't like new Metallica? Imagine that. So instead they go to this poster of Master of Puppets. That's right, man. They go back to the real Metallica. Back when Cliff Burton was with them, right? He's in the heavy right now, God bless his soul. You want to talk about that awesome bass? Think about that tieage. Think about how they put that together right there, all right? They need the perfect bass. So the last album that he played on, that he wrote and played on, because he helped to write Justice for All, but unfortunately he died before he got to play anything on there. Yeah, so the last one that Cliff Burton actually did was Master of Puppets, and that's where they went and got the bass. God bless you, Murder Falcon. God bless you. So they go in and they're going to try and find this base in this deep dungeon. Everybody's working at their feelings and whatnot. Oh, but you hurt my feelings when you left. Yeah, but you hurt my feelings when you I don't know, when I left, and just whatever. Anyway, enough with the feelings. So here comes this this giant woolly mammoth that is attached to this base. Now, I do wish that they would have, called him Cliff, but I think that would have been a little bit too much. I get it. So instead they call him Halford. Really? Like Rob Halford? Okay, it's cool. At least if they would have named him somebody, somebody who's a bass player, a slamming ass bass player at some point, you know what I'm saying? That would have made me feel a little bit better. A little bit better, but it's okay. So they named him Halford. I'm down with that. So Halford, what do you call it? Murder Falcon will ride Halford, the giant woolly mammoth that impales the bad guys. Damn it, could this comic book get any better? I don't know. I don't know if it's even possible, bruh. Like, this is a sick comic book. And then we also see the what appears to be the main bad guy. Maybe it's just a serious lieutenant that's in charge of this particular level of hell. Hell is just classical music. I'm joking. I'm totally joking. What do you call it? So, I love this comic book, man. This was great. This is a true metal fan who's really turning everything into something. You know what this almost feels like? All right, and just bear with me on this. This almost feels like this is the book, the comic book, that Ronnie James Dio was meant to write. I wouldn't be surprised, no disrespect to Daniel Warren Johnson, but if I were to find out that he was actually the reincarnated soul of Ronnie James Dio, I would believe it. I don't need any proofs. Blind faith. I trust that. All right? In Dio we trust, because that is badass. This whole comic book, straight heavy metal badassery from beginning to end. It's a true love and Motorhead. Yeah, Motorhead is what I was listening to when I was what do you call it, reading this comic book. Unfortunately, the comic book went fast, so I didn't even get through one song, which is a shame because most Motorhead songs are usually pretty small. They're not particularly long. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry, my mind is racing right now. Like, I'm just thinking of that this comic book could go on forever, and I almost feel like this would have been a better comic book if it would have came out back in the 90s. By the 90s, because of freaking Nirvana coming along. I don't know. Maybe this would have came out in '88. I would have been good if this comic book would have come out in '88. The problem is it probably would have been canceled 2 years later, and I'm hoping this comic book never gets canceled because it's badass. All right, go and check out and see if there's any references that happen in this comic book that I may have missed because, oh man, it was gorgeous. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.